The stitch we're going to learn now is the closed fly stitch. It's used a lot in making veins in leaves. So I drew 3 lines here to teach the stitch, but normally you would just do the 3 lines visually in your head as you do the stitch. You're going to bring your thread up on the center line and go down about 1/4 of an inch. And then you're going to go and bring your thread up, matching the top of that center line on the left-hand line, matching the top of your emerging thread on the left-hand line, and pull it through. Then you're going to come across at that same height and put your needle in on the right line, coming out at the bottom of your first stitch, and your thread will stay under your needle so that you make a V. And that's your first little vein. Then you can go down another 1/4 of an inch, kind of whatever you want. You can make them really close too. You go back down on your center line, over to that bottom, pretty even with that bottom edge of your first stitch, and pull through. You come back over to the right side, even with that stitch at the bottom right there, and come up at the bottom of the stitch down here, making a V. And you would keep doing this as you go down a leaf or whatever you're trying to embellish. So down 1/4 of an inch on the center line, over to the left line, keeping it in line with the bottom of that stitch, over to the right line, come out at the bottom of that 1/4 inch stitch you did, and you keep doing that as you go down the leaf. And you can vary it. I might want to do really close ones, so I'm going to go right next to that line, not leaving so much in the middle, back to my left line, over to my right line, and down the bottom. And then they would become real close stitches, which is a nice look too sometimes. And you can even make them where they look like a solid leaf by doing them really close. Let's do it one more time here, keeping them the same. Come over to your right line and come out the bottom of that stitch. And then you can also vary the veins going out. So I could make them shorter lines as I come down to the end of my leaf, like this. So there's a lot of variations of this stitch. I'm going to just narrow it as I go down like a leaf would do. And you just keep doing the same, down a bit, over to the left line, over to the right line, and pulling it through. And you can either leave a tail at the end if you're going to do that, or you can just stitch it right down at the bottom of that last stitch. So this is the closed fly stitch. Hope you enjoy.